Hey, this is Andrew Lim inviting you to go out on a limb. Hello from Cyprus. Yes, I'm here in Cyprus for a couple of weeks. Based here in Limassol. Really excited because I always want to come to Cyprus, and not during July because I know a lot of Brits and Europeans, Western Europeans, come here in July for the beaches. But I've always wanted to come in December just to see how warm is this place in December. I know I'm kind of weird, but it's actually not bad. I mean, during the day when the sun is out, it's in the 60s. What's that in Celsius? 20 something, I think 20 in Celsius. And during the night, it can get pretty cold in the 40s, 50s. Although I think in December, it's the rainy season here in Cyprus. I've been lucking out with the weather so far. In fact, I think it's forecasted the next week it's going to be sunny every day in the 60s. So can't complain. So what I'm going to do when I'm here is really to explore the island of Cyprus. I mean, there are many different places, ranging from the villages in the mountain to the beautiful sea. You can actually go check out and explore. I'm here on the popular promenade, or what you call marina, here in Limassol, where the locals actually, jog, exercise. There's actually a bunch of exercise machines, from behind me. I'm not sure you can actually see it now, but it's behind me. So people actually just come here. It's a very relaxed city in Limassol, and Limassol has the modern structure as well as the history as well. Because honestly, I think everything in this island is about 400 or 500 years old at least. I mean, some even dating back to 4th century or the 2nd century. So it's crazy. And also Cyprus is the birthplace, supposedly, of the goddess of love, Aphrodite. So we're gonna go check that out as well. So really interesting. I mean, Cyprus is home to about 1.5, 1.6 million people. Biggest city here being Nicosia, which is the capital, which is inland, as well as Limassol, which is kind of like, I think Limassol is like the Miami of Cyprus, maybe. A lot of people come here for the culture and the food and the beach. Yeah, maybe. And the interesting part about Cyprus is half the island was claimed by Turkey. And this is actually a very controversial topic because I think it's one of the topics that when you bring it up, you're bound to offend someone. And when you meet a Cypriot outside of Cyprus, never ask if they're from Greece or Turkey, because chances are they're Greek and they'll be offended by you asking them that question. So I kind of learned that from my Pilates instructor who's from Cyprus, and I asked her that question, and she was really, really pissed off. So yeah, never ask someone from Cyprus that question. So come go on a limb with me in Cyprus. We're gonna explore different places. I'm gonna take you to different places around the island, and we will see if Cyprus is actually worth coming to in December. Folks, before we start, kindly hit the subscribe button and the notify button for new contents that I upload weekly. Thank you. So visitors to Limassol should take advantage of its beautiful promenade. If you stroll along it and you go all the way to the end, you actually find a marina area that's actually rather newly built, I think, mostly to sell, fancy condos to immigrants. The setting is actually like Universal Studio, if you ask me, kind of like a movie set. It's kind of clean, neat, but honestly a bit fake, including the a little man-made extension of the sea, or what you call river here, but it does come to life in the evening and it's beautiful. If you walk away from the water, there is actually a main shopping street as well, like a lot of the major cities anywhere you go, filled with recognizable brands. There is actually also really cute streets that you can walk on as well in Old Town Limassol. So in the old town of Limassol, you actually find really classic or old shops with antique signs that I quite like, as well as a grand mosque that frankly does not look really grand, and also small churches, Greek Orthodox churches that's planted throughout the city or the old town as well. And one of the main sites here is the Agia Napa Cathedral, with a really inviting Baroque facade and a beautiful interior as well. There is also a Limassol castle that was actually built in the 14th century on the site of an earlier Byzantine construction, which is why you see some of the remnants here. Today it also acts as the medieval museum for the city. One thing you notice about Limassol is that there are actually cats everywhere. And these are not stray cats. I think they belong to someone because their fur are in absolute pristine condition. They're really clean, but they can be aggressive, especially when it comes to wanting food. So you won't find homeless people here, but you find plenty of cats in Limassol. So overall, Limassol is actually a great place to base, especially in the winter time, because it allows equal distance to places like Paphos, as well as Nicosia and Aganapa. So it's a good place to be based, especially during the winter time, because this is less of a tourist city. It's actually where the locals live. It's a business center, so it actually provides a lot of good restaurants as well.